Hello children. I decided to make a Father's Day video and talk a little bit about how much I enjoyed my Father's Day and some of the things we did and some of the things that you gave to me. And maybe one day you could share these with your own kids or just use it as a good memory. This is the 21st, so it's just a few days after Father's Day, which was this past weekend. Had a great weekend, and I loved my gifts, and I loved the time that we spent together. So I wanted to share with you these worksheets just so that I could record them in case they ever become lost and I don't keep track of them. And what they were was these dad worksheets where you answered some questions and colored in a picture of what you suppose I look like. And I'll start with Kenzie, since he's the youngest here. He really went down the list of every color he chose and why he chose it, particularly green for the shirt because he knows that that's my favorite color. And that was just really cute and very sweet. And I like that he put a lot of thought into that. So first question we have here is, my favorite memory of my dad is Schlitterbahn, which was our most recent summer vacation. Unfortunately, we didn't go, or we don't have anything planned for this year. Hopefully we'll be able to do that again. That was definitely a whole lot of fun. No question that when you're older, if you ever wonder, did I enjoy going to Schlitterbahn? Absolutely. I love water parks. I loved that one in particular. There were so many things to do, and the rides lasted forever. It was fantastic. A lot of good memories going there. This is what he always says. It looks like there's a question mark there. I think Claire was helping him fill this out, and if I'm not mistaken, that really is the feeling of everyone, that I don't have something that I always say, so I guess that's neither good or bad. His favorite thing to eat, draw a picture. There you go. Pizza. That one's pretty easy. I do love pizza. I've always loved pizza, so that is well known amongst my children. My dad's pockets are full of money. I wish that were more true than it is. If I ever have some spare change, I usually pass that to Kenzie to put in his piggy bank, which probably is why he thinks that, but sadly my pockets are rarely filled with money. My dad is 42 years old, that is correct, and I usually don't even know that myself. He is so good at fixing my toys. That makes me feel really good because I don't feel like I'm particularly good at that, but I do manage to pull it off sometimes, and I'm glad that comes to his mind when that question is asked. When he comes home from work, he likes to play the mud. This is also true. I've been doing this more this last year than I usually do, but it's been the hot item for me for the last couple of months, so there's no denying that. I enjoy it immensely. In fact, it's running right behind this camera right now. This makes my dad laugh. My jokes. That also makes me feel really good. If you believe that, Kenzie, then I feel like I'm doing you right by laughing at your jokes and making you feel good about them. I love a good sense of humor, and I love it when you guys try to tell me jokes, even when they're just terrible. And that's it. Thank you very much, Kenzie. This really meant a lot to me. I love things like this. Next we have, let's see, this looks like Claire. Again, good work there on the clothes. And in particular, that shirt it says zombie at the bottom. She often wears my t-shirts when she goes to bed. And her favorite one is this zombie shirt I have where he's walking on a treadmill. She really favors that one, so I always make sure to give that to her when it's available. My favorite memory of my dad is floppy ear. And that's from a lot of times when I would take her to school in the mornings. That's mostly when she would do this, but she would sit next to me and she would flop my earlobe, which sounds weird when I say it out loud, but that's totally something that she enjoys doing. So obviously that's a good memory because that's what came to mind when the question was asked. And once again, this is what he always says. Big question mark there. So I do need to work on a catchphrase. Here is his favorite thing to eat. Again, pizza. Totally nailed it. Love pizza. Can't get that one wrong. And it works out because most of the kids also like pizza. My dad's pockets are full of a phone. Now that is insightful and totally true. I've had a phone in my pocket for many years now and probably will for many years to come. Hopefully they'll get those implants sorted out soon and I won't have to do that anymore. My dad is 43 years old, so I think she got that one wrong, although I will be 43 this year, so I'll let her slide on that. Also, I had to do the math on that when I looked at this because I wasn't sure 42, 43, so if I can't get it right, I don't expect anybody else to. He is so good at building. Again, my kid's far too complimentary. I have built things, and that's undeniable, but whether or not they were good is anybody's guess, but I'm glad that she thinks that they're good. Hopefully they'll be better. Maybe by the time she's older to see how good they are, I'll actually have improved somewhat. When he comes home from work, he likes to hug me. 100% true. I love giving and receiving hugs, and there's no doubt about that. I love hugs from my children. This makes my dad laugh. My stories. Again, I love that answer because I feel like I'm doing something right. If you tell me something funny, I'm going to try to laugh at it and make you feel good about it. I want y'all to laugh and have fun and enjoy joking and telling silly stories. Now, next up, we have Remy, who looks like he colored this in pen, which actually looks pretty cool. It almost looks like I've got a wound here on my forehead, so that is interesting. But otherwise, I enjoy the way that coloring looks. Oh, and also, I want to point out these letters here. That's actually pretty cool. A lot of work went into that, and I think that there's some similarities here between Remy and I, where, or at least when I was his age, if I had to fill something like this out, I would take shortcuts, and I probably would not have enjoyed being tasked with this. I think all of them were, and I know it's not the most entertaining thing to do, fill out worksheets on the weekend, but they really do mean a lot to me. So let's see. My favorite memory is, oh, and I'm going to save that one for last because that is truly my favorite one. He says here, see back of page. So we'll get to that in a second. This is what he always says. This was left blank. His favorite thing to eat. Now this is curious because he drew a picture of beer. Totally different from the other kids. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I have to think about why he feels that way. All right, my dad's pockets are full of coolness. That's true. It's usually just a phone, but my phone is pretty awesome. Sometimes maybe some other electronics, but it's usually electronics and keys. 42 years old, nailed it. He is so good at computers. I do love computers. I am competent with computers. It is something I've been doing my whole life, and I enjoy, and I hope this summer to teach them a little bit about computers. When he comes home from work, he likes to play video games. 100% true. I've liked video games since I was Remy's age and younger. Remy likes video games, and I have a hard time trying to regulate the game time because I enjoyed it immensely, and I enjoy him enjoying it immensely. This makes my dad laugh. Funny stuff. And I like that answer because that's the kind of answer you put when you're like, I really don't feel like answering this question. But the answer is absolutely true. Funny things make me laugh. I can't deny that. Now here we go on to my favorite memory of my dad. Now check this list out. We've got Moody Gardens. We've been there several times on vacation. Absolutely love it. Schlitterbahn again. One of the best vacations ever. The movies. I love going to the movies, and I try to make it as entertaining for the kids as possible because any movie that I can take the kids to, I enjoy. It's a fun experience, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Hopefully, when they're older, they'll still want to do that with me. The Yogi Bear Park. That was another summer vacation that I think was more fun for the kids than it was the parents. We'll never go there again, but it was an interesting experience. Christmas, another thing that I try really hard to make really fun for the kids, and it's only because I always had such fond memories of Christmas growing up. It's a lot of fun. I always get just as excited getting them presents as I felt, if not more excited, when I was getting presents as a child. Easter glow-in-the-dark. That was one Easter where we did an Easter egg hunt, and we did it in the late hours, and we did everything with glow sticks, and if I'm remembering that correctly, but we do a lot of glow stick stuff here. Let's see, Destiny. That actually that's on my hat. For a long time, that was one of my favorite games, and Remy got that for Christmas for his PS4. Unfortunately, we really haven't played that much together, but Destiny 2 comes out this year, and I'm totally going to play it, so maybe we can get started on that together. Let's see, what is this? Easter color coordinated. Oh, that was just this past Easter. This was all Amy's idea. We did an Easter egg hunt, but rather than let all the kids just go grab eggs, we did a different color of egg for each kid, so for some, they were more difficult to find than others, and it kept it even, and it kept it kind of fun to just go find all orange eggs or blue eggs. When you come home with those animal pillows, I went on a vacation, or not a vacation, a work trip, and I was at a mall where they had those pillow pets. They're like these pillows that fold into an animal, and you unfold them and it makes kind of a fluffy pillow. I usually try to bring home something for the kids, and those just looked really fun when I first saw them. Now I almost regret it. They're huge plushies that take up 10% of their bed space. Let's see. There's 1,000 things. Happy Father's Day. Man, that's amazing. What a nice thing to say. Makes me feel really good, and I really like this. This is possibly the best thing Remy has ever given me, and I really appreciate it. More than I can say. And then, of course, Monet, she being the crafty one, has made her own card. You can see we've got video game buttons here. We've got gamer and my name down below, and all of this stuff is cut out. And so, you know, nice craftiness on her part. And what she did on the inside I really liked, because she included some pictures. Her and Kenzie, and a beautiful picture of her, which I really like. And it says, "The day is finally here." Of course, I feel like she's saying this because leading up to Father's Day, I made a point to always remind them Father's Day was coming, so be prepared. And I do that because that's just fun for me. And just a really nice overall design. I think the card looks really nice. She put a lot of work into this, and I appreciate this because whenever I see things like this, I think this was them thinking about me, and it makes me feel good. And then we've got Sylvia, who totally way too cool to fill out a worksheet. And while I think that she would have a hard time understanding how much I would enjoy something like that. I also know that when I was her age, I would not have filled out a worksheet because that would have been super lame and I would not have been into it. So free pass on that. But what she did do is stay up late with me the night before Father's Day. Technically the first one to do anything with me on Father's Day, since we were up past midnight and we played a number of rounds of Overwatch together, which is always fun. I appreciate her coming out here and doing that with me, particularly because I'm really bad at that game. And I was kind of expecting us to have a lot of losses, and we actually did pretty good. So that worked out better than I was hoping for. And we got to end on a good win, and that was nice. So that's it, you guys. Let's see. Well, Father's Day we also went swimming together, which I enjoy. We ate some good food, donuts. And what else did we have that day? I don't even remember. That was days ago. I can't keep up with that stuff. But I love you. I love all of you. I hope one day you see this video and you have fond memories. And hugs and kisses to all of you.